I'm going to keep this video really simple and tell you the trump card, the ace card, when it comes to leadership in teams and your own life. So, most people think that the focus is about the psychological aspects of how we relate to each other, right? There's a lot of focus on mental models and psychology, whereas that often creates this overload, this burnout, right? We're thinking too much. We're going too much into overthinking and reading into what people are saying and trying to adjust and, getting defensive or offensive. The thing that matters most is what I call the energy MasterCard, right? The energy MasterCard. Energy is everything, as you know, right? But I'm going to make this really applicable to you. You notice when you're really connected to someone, it's because there's a resonance occurring. It's not because you're cleverly thinking of how to work with this person, right? You're not in the moment thinking, because if you are, you're probably disconnected to them. You are disconnected from them actually, because you're over here in what I call me versus going into we, right? The we is an energy that is felt. The we is an energy of confidence. Like you wonder how people are so confident. I used to wonder this when I was struggling with my voice. It's because they're really here. They're embodied in themselves. Embodied leadership, I call that. They're embodied in themselves and they are connected to the room or the person that they're with, right? They're connected to the activity. Energy is the ace card, the master card, because it allows what we want to come out, right? That creativity, that flow, it comes out in a way which is most powerful. So I'm telling you now, forget everything else, right? Of course, learn things and learn psychology and all of that. But if you if you just want to hit one thing that's going to hit everything, it's going to allow you to be most effective as a leader, as a person, to lead your life, it's the energy mastercard, right? And that means what are you putting into your body? That means how you're moving your body. How powerful is this machine, right? How radiant is it? How magnetic can it be? And then how are you working with others? That's the other aspect, right? The mastery within and then the mastery when you're with others. So can you really be there? Can you really be there? And you might have seen me talk about this in other videos, the heart connection, heart-based leadership. It's all energy focused, right? Energy focused allows me to be most effective. So I'm going to leave it as that. I'm going to leave that little nugget there for you. Forget everything. If you're in your head, if you're worrying about stuff, come back to energy, right? Come back to the sensation in your body that is wired into your brain at the same time. Because when it's all connected, the brain becomes more efficient. The body becomes more efficient because everything's working together, right? That's what I call the unified model. The unified leadership model, the unified approach is when everything's working together and it's working on an energetic level, right? Rather than the psychological level. The psychological level often gets us into trouble. It often gets us trying too hard and getting overwhelmed, right? We go into this place of like overthinking and overdoing because of psychology, right? So if you're free from the psychological level and you enter the energetic level as a way of operating, you will notice massive changes. So just by listening to this video, let me know what you got from it. And as I usually say when I'm coaching someone, go and try this on in the world. Go and practice. The next person you speak to and the next action you do, anything you're about to do next, any activity, work from energy rather than psychology, and you will notice a difference. Let me know how it went. Drop some comments below if you found this useful, if it sparked some insights, and go and be energetic as a leader, right? Energetic intelligence. Energetic intelligence includes emotional intelligence. It includes physical embodiment, right? The embodied intelligence. Let me know how it went. Enjoy. practice, and feel free to message me if there's anything that you want to know more about this. If you get too much in your head, if you're that kind of person like I was, and you want to find a pathway out of that, drop me a direct message and I'll show you the exact way to do that, right? And we can also have a conversation. Anyway, I'll leave it as that. Hope that was helpful for you.